from the Isley Brothers, Ernie Isley. Give it up.
All right, man. God bless. Yeah. Thank you.
Funk was built on rhythm. Rock was built on rebellion. No one was supposed to combine the two and make it sound so natural. But in the early 70s, a young guitarist stepped into the Isley Brothers sound and quietly changed everything. Inspired by Jimi Hendrix, rooted in soul and fearless in his approach, he brought distortion, sustain, and psychedelic fire into funk music without losing the groove. This man reshaped funk guitar, redefined the Isley Brothers sound, and left an influence that still echoes through rock, soul, hip-hop, and modern R&B. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Ernie Isley. Now, if you guys love my videos and love supporting me, then I suggest you become a member of the channel where I will be releasing exclusive videos just for you all. Be sure to get that family tier so you won't miss out on these exclusive perks. If you guys would love to connect with me outside of YouTube, then I am officially announcing that I am on Discord. Here, you can provide me with feedback on my recent uploads. You could drop your suggestions for future videos, or if you just want to chat it up about videos or about music in general, or just about anything, we could do it here. We could do it together. I hope to see you there. Now, before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more content. Now, without further ado, let's cue that intro. Born on March 7th, 1952 in Cincinnati, Ohio, Ernie was born into music. As the younger brother of Ronald O'Kelly and Rudolph, he grew up watching the Isley Brothers evolve from gospel roots into one of the most adaptable groups in black music. While his older brothers handled vocals and songwriting, Ernie gravitated towards instruments, first the drums, then the bass, and finally, the guitar. Music wasn't just a dream in the Isley household, it was a daily life. In 1960, his family relocated to Teaneck, New Jersey. Jimi Hendrix joined the group and stayed with the family from the spring of 1963 to around Thanksgiving of 1965. While his older brothers traveled America, the younger Isleys, they attended school in Inglewood Junior High and Dwight Merrill High School. By the time Ernie picked up a guitar and took it serious, the Isley Brothers was already veterans in the industry and he was absorbing everything. One of the most important and often overlooked chapters in Ernie Isley's development came through Jimi Hendrix. Before Hendrix became a global icon, he toured as a guitarist with the Isley Brothers. Young Ernie watched them every night, studying his tone, his sustain, and his use of feedback. Hendrix didn't just play the notes, he made the guitar speak. That lesson stayed with Ernie forever, but instead of copying Hendrix outright, Ernie adapted those ideas into something new, something that was rooted in funk. By the early 70s, the Isley Brothers, they was ready for a new sound. When Ernie officially stepped into the group as the guitarist, everything shifted. The clean soul arrangements gave way to heavier grooves, extended jams, and distorted guitar solos. Funk became darker, more aggressive, and more expansive. This wasn't just a band adding a guitarist, it was a reinvention. Albums like 3+3 marked a turning point, announcing that the Isley Brothers was no longer just a vocal group. They was a full-fledged funk rock powerhouse. Before Ernie Isley, funk guitar was tight, rhythmic, and controlled. Ernie changed that. He brought distortion, wah-wah, sustain, and psychedelic phrasing but he never abandoned the groove. His solos screamed, cried, and soared, yet always landed back into the pocket. Songs like That Lady, Summer Breeze, and Voyage to Atlantis showcased a new kind of funk guitar that was emotional, expressive, and fearless. Ernie proved that funk could rock and rock could still groove. With Ernie Isley guitar leading the change, the Isley Brothers entered one of the most successful runs of their career. Throughout the 70s, they released albums that blended funk, rock, soul into music that spoke love, struggle, spirituality, and Black identity. Ernie's guitar became an emotional voice of the band, sometimes aggressive, sometimes tender, but always expressive. This era didn't just define the Isley Brothers, it defined an entire generation of Black music. What separated Ernie from other guitarists was balance. He knew when to explode, when to disappear into the groove, and he never overplayed. He never chased trends, and he never sacrificed feel for flash. That discipline made his work timeless. His guitar parts didn't age, they evolved. In 1984, Ernie, Marvin, and Chris formed the group Isley Jasper Isley, and they released 3 albums. In 1990, Ernie released his first solo album titled High Wire. In that same year, he recorded a version of The Cars' Let's Go. Ernie is also a prolific songwriter, penning many great songs such as Fight the Power, Parts 1 and 2, Between the Sheets, Make Me Say It Again, Harvest for the World, Voyage to Atlantis, At Your Best, You Are Love, Footsteps in the Dark, Brown Eyed Girl, and he also co-wrote many other hits such as That Lady, For the Love of You, and Take Me to the Next Phrase. His guitar riffs are recognizable on songs like Summer Breeze, That Lady, Voyage to Atlantis, and Choosy Lover. The Isley Brothers was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1992. In 2014, the Isley Brothers received a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. And in 2020, Ernie was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame as a member of the Isley Brothers. And he is currently touring domestically and internationally with his older brother Ronald. Ernie is active as a musical mentor in schools and community programs. He was awarded an honorary doctorate of music by Berklee College on May 7th, 2016. Ernie is married and he has a daughter, Alexandra Isley, who is also a Grammy-nominated R&B singer-songwriter. Ernie Isley influence stretches far beyond funk. Hip-hop producers sampled the Isley Brothers records heavily, often drawn to the textures that was created by Ernie's guitar. Modern R&B artists borrowed his emotional phrasing. Rock guitarists study how he blended distortion with soul. Even today, his sound lives on, not as nostalgia, but as a foundation. Ernie was never loud about his greatness. He didn't chase headlines. He let the music speak. And while his name isn't always mentioned alongside guitar icons, those who know. Without Ernie, the funk guitar would sound very different. Ernie Isley didn't just play the guitar. He expanded what funk could be by merging rock intensity with soul emotion and funk's rhythm. He created a sound that still resonates decades later. Ernie is simply a guitarist who didn't follow the rules, but he changed the music because of it. Now, before we go, I have a question for you all. What is your favorite song by the Isley Brothers or your favorite song by Ernie Isley?